Alright, good morning gamers. Hello, welcome back to the show. I'm your charming self-proclaimed yet still humble host Mukluk. Today we're jumping back into the altars. The game has been ripping my heart in half lately. This has been a very fun one, but for the previously mentioned reason, the ripping my heart in half thing, I am kind of hoping that things either calm down or we hit an ending. Alright, so we've got a phone call right now. Let's see. Head up here, and let's see what's going on. Lucas. I hate this guy.
Good to hear you.
No, it's not.
Jan, you're going home. Isn't that exciting? How are the preparations going?
How should I put it? Your enthusiasm may be a little premature.
Oh? What's the problem this time?
It's pretty serious. I might not make it back. There's a barrier in the sky. I'm gonna have to destroy it if I want the rescue ship to land.
Damn. You're so close.
Yeah, but see, I've been thinking. Do I want it to land?
What? What's that supposed to mean? Of course you do.
Here's the thing. While my altars are worried they might not get back to Earth, I'm worried about what's gonna happen to them after they get back. Because I've learned some troubling things about Maxwell, Lucas. Are you aware that he wants to hijack the Rapidium for himself?
Maxwell has other allies now, a much more open-minded organization than Ally Corp.
I don't want to hear that.
People who actually care about progress.
Or maybe people who don't care about the law.
What? What do you mean?
Lena. She recorded a message for me and she said she dug out some dirt about his patients losing their minds. Being unethically exploited.
Exploited?
If you could look me in the eye right now, would you swear that not a single person was mistreated in those experiments? Would you swear on your life, Lucas?
Well, there were some rumors at one point that a patient, that he was, well, a little unstable and he might have, but at his family's request, we buried his data. That's what Maxwell said.
So,
Patient 313.
Patient 313 really did exist.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we were working with mentally disturbed people. Accidents happen, but Maxwell was just trying to help them.
Lucas, this is about my altars' lives.
It's a little late for doubts now, Jan. You have no choice but to trust Maxwell. If the corporation finds out about your altars, they'll get rid of them. There's no other option.
What if there was?
What if there was another option? You're a QC navigator, Lucas. Maxwell wants you to take control of the ship once it takes off. What if, assuming for a moment that I managed to get that rescue ship to land safely, what if I just asked you to dispatch us somewhere else? Somewhere they wouldn't find us.
What are you talking about, Jan? Hijacking a ship full of Rapidium? Are you crazy?
It's what you do anyway, isn't it? The question is, will you do it for Maxwell, or will you think for yourself?
Maxwell is doing great things. You and I, we're not worthy to tie his shoelaces. Maybe he's
Wow.
made mistakes, but he
His shoelaces.
hope people like my folks have. And honestly, I think you care more about your altars than about the real reason you were sent on your mission, Rapidium. I thought you understood how important that was, but I don't think you were listening. You put your own problems, your own life at the center of your mission. I'm sorry, Jan. But when I take control of the ship, I'll steer it straight to wherever Maxwell tells me.
Alright, then I'm not taking down the barrier. Muck you. Let's see. Research whatever's blocking the signal from the video. Oh my god. I might have to. If there's an ending where I just live on this planet forever, I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Alright. What do we got? Let's see. Greenhouse, no employee. Refinery. He's researching. Is there stuff to do in the workshop? Yeah, there is. Don't know if there's anything else to work on right now. Someone didn't progress his mission, Lucas? Yeah. Let's see. Let's go out there and look at the stuff that's out there. Okay. Right over this way is a path we've not been down yet. Got a few anomalies here. Those things. I think on the other side of these rocks. Okay, let's install a drill here. Alright, time dilation destroyed. Probably lost a few hours from that. I am pretty much out of pylons. Alright, so there's enriched metals here. If I have need of them. Let's see, there's a ramp over this way. You're saying that you must construct additional pylons? Yeah, I'd have to make more in my workshop back at the base to be able to connect that. What? Oh god, prism.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Assignments. So one of them finished their tasks. Nothing in the kitchen, nothing in the workshop. Minerals are fine. Organics. Could do this. Let's see, refinery. Let's see, production. What do we got? Okay, hold on. So what's our tasks? Gather 120 metals, 80 minerals, 40 rupidium. The minerals is the main thing. Production, refinery. Turn those into metals. Build a fast travel to get to the location faster. Not sure what you mean by the location. Something on the other side of that. Mug, are you planning on doing another gameplay of Rogue Trader? They released a pet class. I'm actually doing a sponsored stream for Rogue Trader, either tomorrow or the day after. It's gonna be one of the two of those. And maybe we will do another playthrough with all the DLCs and stuff. Mind wipe. Dave knows too much. A secret agent has to make sure he forgets his alien abduction.
Nice. I don't know that movie.
Now, I don't know if the sponsored stream is going to be part of a new playthrough, or if it's just going to be like a one-off, and then we do a new playthrough, you know, at a different point. Because the... because I need to find out what exactly they want me to show. Because if they just want me to show the DLC, I might have to get a save file to the DLC, you know, and then just do the playthrough at that point. Scout badge.
Would you look at that? I found my Boy Scout badge. Go fierce ocelots.
Wait.
Looks like I'm done.
Following this path right now, we want the research at the end of it. What's the teal fuzzies on the ground? Occasionally you find an anomaly that after you destroy it, it leaves a trail like this. And if you can follow it to the end, there is a thing that gives you what's called planetary research, which lets you unlock one really, really nice research. Planetary samples. That's it. Alright. let's go see what the scientist wants to talk about. Let's see. Scientist is 2 floors up.
My workplace is damaged.
Do you know more about the barrier?
Did you manage to find out more about the barrier? I'm afraid I don't have good news. For a moment, I was hoping we could redirect the ship to another area, but it seems that won't be possible. What we've called the barrier is, in fact, a strong force-filled layer of interlapping distortions. A sort of prism entanglement. So it's yet another anomaly. Okay, we have ways to deal with them, right? Do you know where it stems from? You see, that's the problem. It seems to be everywhere. Covering the entire surface like a dome, or a layer of the atmosphere. Wait, what? No, but are you trying to tell me it was here when I landed? It must have been here the whole time, looming above us, invisible to the human eye. Fascinating. So was it the cause of your ship's malfunction? Could have been, yes.
No Touchy says, hi, new here. Is this game worth it? Hey, No Touchy. Let me see. Hang on. How much is this game? Let me tab out to Steam. Give me a sec. $34.99. Yeah, that's a fair price, I think. I would say 40 to 50 would be pushing it, and then, or less than that would be fine. So $34.99. It's currently on sale for $31.99. Yeah, it's worth it. It's a fun game. The game is a mixture of many different things. When you're in the open world running around gathering resources, it's kind of like playing Subnautica. When you're in the ship, like, you're designing the layout, it's like Fallout Shelter or XCOM. When you are assigning people to do tasks, it's kind of like Stranded Alien Dawn or Oxygen Not Included. However, behind all of that, there's a story going on, and that story stresses me out. Because it's like, there's constantly something that's about to kill you, and you're like, you're working against the clock trying to handle that issue, and then there's sort of one more thing, one more thing, one more thing. So I don't know that it has like the replayability of something like Oxygen Not Included, but yeah, it's been fun for what it is.
Damn, that's incredible. It almost sounds like the planet wanted all this to happen. Me landing here, all on my own. Oh, it makes my head spin. Planets are inanimate objects, Jan. They don't want things. You may have been saved by the QC prediction system, but thinking of all this as some kind of intricate plan would be arrogant even for my standards. I believe the nature of this gigantic prism distortion needs to be studied more. But how? We can't fly. Right. But we've made fragmentary observations on the surface, and I think we can still learn more. I've located 3 areas with particularly strong interference characteristics that match the electromagnetic fluctuations typical for this kind of distortion. They should be marked on your map. I want you to take a closer look at them and bring me more data. My workplace is damaged. Should I work on this while you're scheduling repairs?
All right, let's have him work on repairs. Let's have him go there. All right. What next? Is that Mr. Mattyman gifting a tier 1 sub to dsnuts.com? Wow. Thank you, Mr. Mattyman. Appreciate you.
Lundray gifted a tier 1 sub to no_touchy_touchy. They have given 7 gift subs in the channel.
There's no loot. That hit my shield. Thank you, Lundry. Appreciate you as well. For UE5 title, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, I enjoy the... You know what I kind of wish there was? Would be like an infinite play mode, where you could play it like just focusing on the base and the world and building up, kind of like Oxygen Not Included, and like have story mode off. Because that story mode, like I said, it's just massive stress and heartbreak.
So, definitely something unusual here. Like a giant horizontal branch reaching somewhere. Good. Let me analyze the data properly.
Yo, how's it going? Hello, kid. Going good. How are you? Oh, wait. That's not what I wanted. Alright, we're looking for that pink marker right there. It looks like it's up this way. Should be right on top of it. There it is.
Wow. This location looks like some kind of root system. I'm getting some quite extraordinary readings from there.
Whoa! Oh, that snuck up on me. Mike, did you like your AC Odyssey playthrough? I'm trying to 100% it now, and I thought I'd ask. It was fun, yeah. I finished the whole main story and quite a number of side quests. I would say I'm someone who's like not even a massive Assassin's Creed fan, and I enjoyed Odyssey and Valhalla.
Amazing. I've got a sort of trunk-like structure growing upward. Upward, you say? Yes. I think I know how I could use that information.
I thought the new AC was solid. I didn't get it. Like I said, I'm not the biggest AC fan, and I looked at it and it didn't much appeal to me, so I didn't pick that one up.
Hype train is rolling in Mukluk snail, Mukluk snail, Mukluk snail, so it's a literal tree of life.
Something like that, yeah. Dude, are you serious right now? Hold on. I have to use a battery just to get up this cliff. Okay. Scientist one floor up.
So, what do you make of the data we collected? Interesting. Very interesting. The three fragments of the interval apparently form a single structure. Right. Yeah, it almost looked like it could be part of a gigantic tree of some sort. A huge vertical framework on a proximity plane. It could be our way up. A way up? How do you mean? For what? reaching the barrier and destroying it. But I don't understand. It's not even there, physically. And that is exactly the issue we will have to solve. What would you say if I told you we should look for a way to materialize that structure? A way to materialize the integral? Knowing you, I'm pretty sure you already have one. Of course I don't. It's not that simple.
He liked the flattery.
But I do have an initial plan. Based on all the data we've collected so far, I think I came up with a way to disintegrate this barrier. Fragmentize the prism entanglement. But it can't be done from down here. You're going to have to reach for the sky, and that structure seems to be the best way to get there. But is that even possible? To make it physically accessible? What if I told you Professor Frankov believed it was possible? Really? Tell me more.
I'm gonna let him gush because I think it'll make him happy.
Frankov devised a theoretical experiment in which he proved that if an electromagnetic field was powerful enough, it could pull a proximity plane closer to us. The force field would have to be extremely strong and the object no larger than a grain of sand. But according to his calculations, it could physically materialize. Well, we're gonna need more than a grain of sand. Don't forget, we have something that Frankov didn't.
Quantum computer?
Rubidium.
Ah, that also.
Oh, that's bold. Bold. Dangerous. And necessary. So you really think you can do it? I know it sounds impossible, but if we pull this off, there's so much more to gain than just our survival. A scientific breakthrough. And we can play a leading role in it. What do you want me to do? The fragmenting device I told you about, I've drawn up a raw design for you to start building it. And I'll set to work on reconstructing Frankov's theory and finding a way to materialize that structure for us. It is possible. I simply know it.
Morning mugshot. Hey, Blue. Agreed, a sandbox mode would be great. Yeah. Like, they've got something really awesome here with this game. I just think this is, in my opinion, in the story, the pacing could be improved. Because it's like, and this is some slight spoilers for people who haven't played it yet, but I'm talking about my experience here. It's like, chapter 1 is like pretty awesome. And then chapter 2, and then near the end of chapter 1, it's like the super sun's about to rise behind you, and you're going to die if it hits you. You need to move in 3, 2, 1, and you're like, ah! And so you move, and then, you know, chapter 2 starts. And it's like super sun, you know, it's like, it's days away, you've got a bit of time to play the game. So you're working on that, and then it's like, oh, there's this massive thing in the way. You need to get rid of that and deal, you know, before the super sun gets you. And then you're dealing with the thing in the way. What was it? It was a Lava River was chapter 1. This one was like the gravity thing. So you're dealing with whatever the obstruction is. And then also all your people get like brain tumors. So you gotta deal with the brain tumors, you gotta deal with the thing in front of you, and you gotta do it before the sun comes up behind you and kills you all. And so it's like you're constantly working under massive pressure. And like there's almost no time to just like work on the tech tree and just, you know, just research things and like, you know, just build up and things like that. It's like really hard to find time to do that. And maybe the game would be too easy if you were able to just kind of chill somewhere and just build up your, you know, resources and stuff, but it's like you never get the chance to do that. It's kind of like playing Oxygen Not Included, but you constantly have to funnel resources into side projects to simply not lose the game. Let's see here. Okay. So we do, as the automatic outpost efficiency is going. So that's the new mission thing, Materializer module. I wanted this, automatic outpost efficiency. Let's see. Airlex conversion, minerals. Should have heard the backsitters that made the automation stuff. I've got one automatic outpost right now. It's minerals is the main issue right now. ALX to minerals conversion might help me get more stuff off the ground. Or what else might be good? Free climbing could help. Let's do ALX to minerals conversion. Alright, we need to sleep. It's a cool game, but it does seem stressful. Almost like an art game where you're tracking bullets. Well, it's from the makers of, like, Frostpunk 2, right? The sun is approaching. See, every time you sleep, it's like, death is coming. It's like, And we got a magnet storm in 3 days in the bottom right-hand corner. Alright. Kitchen, nothing queued. Base maintenance, nothing there. Scientist, put him back there. Let's see... What else? We fine on organics. We got tons of metals. And minerals is the thing that we're choking on right now. Have him get organics for now. Alright, and then... Let's see. Would love to get a mining thing on the enriched metal deposit. I'm really hoping when I do the side quest for the altars that ran away, that they'll come back. I don't know if they will, but I'm really hoping that that's going to happen. So I'm letting my minerals stockpile up to 80. They're at 66 right now. For that reason. I have an my only automatic mining device is on the mineral patch right now. So I'm getting minerals as fast as I can at the moment. But if we finish the research on turning minerals into, turning ALX into minerals, then I'll be able to make more, and then I can make more automatic mining drills and stuff like that. But again, it's whether or not we can get those guys to rejoin us. Okay, so it goes this way. Alright, so I need to follow the left wall and go around. Right, there it is. Okay, so around this thing. Oh. Destroy that anomaly. I haven't been able to watch every episode of this. How many altars do you have now? Currently, we have these 6. And we also made the miner at one point, and he passed away. That's another small complaint I have. You know what? Hang on a sec. I should write these down. One sec. They don't even, like, tell you the cause of death. So, let's see. Minor cause of death, question mark. Like, I don't know if it was because it was, like, his own medical issues, or if he overdosed because he was taking too many medication, or if it was radiation. I don't know. But yeah, so the miner is the only one that has died. 3 of them ran away. And we're trying to win their hearts back, so they want to come back and work with us again. They ran away. They took... Yeah, there was a vehicle that survived the wreckage. And they took the vehicle. However, that vehicle's not going to protect them from the sunrise. So they're trying to make a shelter, like, you know, in a mountain. Okay, what? His death would have been in his altar profile. I don't know where to find that. Okay, what the hell? I go all the way around this thing and I don't see... the green. Oh, it like, okay. There was like a thin strand of it over here. Wait, am I backtracking right now? I think I'm backtracking. I'm following this the wrong direction. There. This is what I missed. Okay. Alright. Put that away. Okay. Alright, Anomaly's really angry today? Yep. Everyone happy Wednesday. Hi, Soap. Think you might have missed your chance of getting them back. Maybe? That's entirely possible. But we'll see. Also, I could be wrong, but this does feel like a game that has many endings, so you know, we'll see how that turns out. Alright, do we have the whole map opened up? Okay, I think this map, we've got the whole thing open. Alright, assignments, let's see, production, workshop, make some pylon packages. And I could pass the time working in the greenhouse while I wait on the automatic minerals. Oh, hold on a second. That's 50 minerals. Oh my god. Okay. We'll come back to that. Automatic outpost efficiency is done. Awesome. That's faster minerals.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
Sure, I don't have anything else for you to do right now. Okay, assignments, refinery, refiner, production, ALX to minerals. We need that. And research. We've got one of those advanced researches. Let's do free climbing, and then the quest thing. Alright, so, let's see here. Talk to the technician. Alright, so when we wake up, we can go to the rebel base and talk to the technician. And see if either they're going to come back or they're just going to be like amiable with us, but still not come back. Okay. Terrain here sucks. Let's see. I had had more resources, I might have put a travel pylon by the technician, but at the time that I was there last, I simply didn't. Double checking. Okay, we're good. Have I tried to replace one of the pylons on the way there with the transport one? I haven't done that yet, no. Let me see. Is this one of mine? Yeah. Okay. There.
I've connected our pylons. You have access to my infrastructure now. Oh. Does that mean you're giving us some of your resources? Mikasa Sukasa, buddy. Help yourself to whatever you need. Huh. That's really generous of you. Thanks. I have to say, I didn't think you'd be up for it. After everything I said. You had every right to say what you said. I would have been as angry as you. That's why I wanted to make it up to you so badly. Are we good now? No. Not quite. Seriously? Yeah, there's something I owe you. Oh? What is it? Well, I thought, since you were so curious about Mom, what we talked about in her last days, after our conversation, I can't stop thinking about one thing. Your last words. Do you wanna know what she said?
So to recap, because this guy, you know, because the quantum computer, he lived a different life than we did. He had more time with our mom before she died than we did. So he saw more of her at the end. Let's see, Irath, quick Guild Wars 2 question. Has the harvest all option in the homestead always auto-harvested the garden plots too? For most of its history, the answer is yes. However, there was a patch where that broke and it stopped auto-harvesting the garden plots. But for most of the time it's been out, it has harvested them. So it was working, stopped, and then continued.
Of course I do. She said, just always be yourself, Yannick. And I know your life will be exceptional. Wow. See, there's something even I didn't know about her. Looks like she was a fortune teller. Whatever happened between us, you're taking Rapidium to Earth, and that's a big thing. I don't know what to say. Just take them. Take her words with you as a parting gift from me. Goodbye, Jan. Are you sure you want to stay here? What's there to go back to? Maxwell's lab? Besides, with those resources from you, that safe house is starting to look pretty neat. No. We're staying. It's goodbye. Goodbye then. Have a safe one, and don't spend all your Rapidium in duty-free. Brother. Thanks. Brother.
Damn it! Steam achievement, complete the technician storyline. Yeah, I'm so happy about that. Okay. That's freaking disappointing. Alright, well, I'm a whole lot poorer now. Let's see, assignments. Okay. Fast travel. Did you get the Steam achievement for completing the minor storyline? No. The only 2 I've completed is now Botanist and now this one, the Technician. Alright. Let's make another automatic outpost.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
Let's see, he's done in the refinery. Go to base maintenance. Something's wrong. Alright, I want to check something. Let's go to the quantum computer. Can I make more altars since those 3 left? Nope. 6 pips filled in. It's still sustaining them. There's still 2 altars that we've never made, so there might not be enough room for everyone in each playthrough, unless there's chips that I didn't find. Okay. Alright, airlock. Let me see if I can get an automatic enriched metals outpost going. They know you're gonna move at some point, right? Well, okay, so I think it's like they are hoping that I think their plan is that they will have like a, sorry, words are failing me right now, like a greenhouse, kind of like how we have on the ship, and they can then infinitely, you know, have infinite resources for 3 people. I think that's their hope. Okay, I'm trying to find a spot I can run a power line through here. Those little archways with the plants, you usually can't fit power lines through that. For now, I'll just leave that here, and I'll go down there and see if I can, let's see, do more. Alright, we're in the radiation now. We have 96 minerals. Yeah, because I just turned all that ALX into minerals. Wait, I have 2 automatic outposts? What the heck? Okay, that does work. I hope Mark manages to get a good ending. Dude. I don't know if there is a good ending the way this has been going. Lucas hates us, our wife hates us, Maxwell is kind of pissed at us, to have our altars hate us, like... I don't know, I think I want to just stay on the planet with the other dudes. There's nothing for us back on Earth. Everyone hates us. Alright, that's done. Alright, do we need... Let's see. We have 2 pylons remaining. I'm guessing there's an ending for going back to Maxwell. There's an ending for going back to the wife. I'm guessing I don't know if there's a way to stay with the altars. I'm not sure on that one. There's a rupidium deposit here somewhere, and I never unlocked it. Where is it? Is it beyond this thing? Build a drill. It's down here. Ah, what is that? The expanding one. These have 2 cores, so I gotta find the other one. Dang it, where is it? There it is. Plug in a new battery. That way. There. Yeah, I must have misclicked at some point. Like, it's not a terrible thing, but I did not realize I had another automatic outpost. Alright, I think the closest I could connect it to something would be right there. We're gonna need more pylons. I don't have enough. Alright. At least traveling this doesn't cost energy now. The tabula rasa issue had a few paths to take, I'm sure. Oh, actually, wait, we don't need more pylons. I'm surprised. Okay, cool. So we've got automatic rupidium income, automatic mineral income, and automatic enriched metals, which gives both metal and organics once processed. So that is awesome. Okay, research the Materializer module. I think that's going on right now. Yes, it is. And craft the quest item, fragmentation device. Need 50 more metals for that. Let's do ALX to metals. I also kind of wonder if... Okay, so the technician, the botanist, and the miner left us. I wonder if there was a way, like, okay, let's say we... Oh, I said miner, I meant doctor. Technician, botanist, and doctor left us. Let's say I had gotten higher I don't know, reputation, whatever the word is, with the botanist, I wonder if there was a way where some of the tag-alongs with the technician would have stayed. Like, it seems like almost a foregone conclusion that the technician leaves you at the end of Chapter 2. Like, that was a whole cinematic. And maybe you can get them back, maybe you can't. But I'm wondering if the other people that went with them are guaranteed going to leave, or if there's a chance that they don't. Should have ate his brain to make the cure. He didn't have a healthy brain. That wasn't gonna work. I would have to say, dude, I think I would too. At this point in time, I would just not lower the shield in the sky and stay on the planet. But then I think the scientists would be furious about that. I think everyone else might be like, okay. Alright. Fragmentation device. Okay. So, assignments. Research lab, refinery, and he's an organics outpost. I don't think we need him there anymore. Let's put him in the kitchen for now. Okay. We got that, so now we're just waiting on the scientists' research. I could make the second Rapidium arc. That might make Lucas like us more.
I'm done here. Want me to take care of this now?
Oh, there was one more base expansion I never did. Build the second arc. Too late, I think? It might be too late, yeah. What about third arc?
Woo, 8 months.
Woo! Thank you, Stinger. Appreciate you. Okay. So at this point, we're just waiting on research. Don't know that there's... I mean, there's a teeny little bit of metal out there I can go pick up. Other than that, I think I've stripped this area clean. Muck, which altar are you romancing this playthrough? I don't know, the botanist is definitely romantic. I only have 11 Rapidium. Why do I have so little Rapidium? What the hell? Hold on, auto outpost, normal, auto, yeah. Okay. Maybe making the arc costs a lot. I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, if the rescue team gets here, if this is where you get Rapidium, right? It feels like it would be good for the rescue team to just let me mine until the last minute, because it's like, this is the source, right? They want me to have as much as possible. Make one from the branch where Yan's a narcissist, and I reckon you're in with a shot. Refinery, nothing queued. Yeah, there will be, though. The only other thing I can really think of doing is, like, running around and looking for anomalies to zap. I could turn these into resources. weird. I was like, I've never seen a core outside the anomaly, and then it's like, wooga wooga wooga. It's like in the tree or something. I like how it's nice enough to kind of teleport them to your feet if they're going to land in a spot you can't reach. That's a decent solution to the jankiness. Whoa, 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 whoa. This one's aggressive. Used a battery. Now those things, I can turn them into organics or metal or minerals at this point. I don't know that I'm gonna need any of those things, but I can.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Hang on. Research personal cabin. That's the only research remaining that doesn't require the world samples. Okay. Build the Materializer module. Oh, it's like a room? Needs 30 rupidium. I mean, we are auto-mining that as fast as we can. The production. Okay.
Hey, man. Good job with delivering the supplies to the camp. You're a hero.
Thank you, Refiner. Alright. So if I end the day, that will give more minerals, more rupidium, more metals, enriched metals, a suit battery, and some research. Alright. So I'm kind of curious about this because I've never tested this. Alright, so right now, there's still more time left in the day. If I end it, I'm at 17 rupidium. What I'm hoping to see is that number goes up because it calculates how much more would have been harvested during the time that I slept in. Or, you know, went to bed early, I guess. Day 60, sun's approaching, you gonna die. It's at 49. Okay, it does.
With delivering the supplies to
Cool.
the camp. You're a hero.
Alright, so, also radiation storm in just a few hours. Let's see. Drill cartridge. Alright, so we need to build... Hold on, how much rupidium did I need to build the thingy? Materializer. Okay, I got enough. Powerful module that can be used to create an electromagnetic field strong enough to materialize a proximity plane. Oh no, it's thick. Alright, Alright, that works. How much are shields? 20 and 10. Alright, I could do more shields, because we are going to have a magnet storm hit us in a second. Alright, that's all that I can afford now. Talk to the scientist in the Materializer module.
What the hell is this thing? A custom-built rubidium-infused electromagnetic field generator.
Of course!
Normally, electromagnetic waves
Of course it is.
operate on a limited frequency spectrum. But with the extreme nature of rubidium particles, the possibilities become infinite. The frequency spectrum can be stretched so that our waves will be able to penetrate all potential landscapes and disturb their magnetic fields. In effect, pulling the proximity plane towards us, just like a magnet. Really? It's that simple? I prefer the word elegant.
Elegance.
It would be much more reasonable to test this theory in a safer environment before putting it to such extreme use. Well, we don't seem to have the luxury of testing anything in a safe environment. So I guess we'll just have to close our eyes and push the button. Maybe your ignorance is a blessing in this case, because we don't have a choice. We are treading on thin ice here. Once activated, the module will start emitting an extremely powerful electromagnetic field affecting not only the outside world, but also inside the base. The effects are hard to predict, but it can be everything from instruments malfunctioning to the entire base being annihilated within minutes. Sounds encouraging. Once we turn this thing on...
Imagine inviting the other guys back to the base and be like, yeah, we might annihilate the base in a minute. You want to see this?
Quickly. Climb it as fast as you can. Penetrate the prism entanglement, place the fragmenting device there, and press start. While you're up there, the rest of us will be fighting to keep the base in one piece. And if there's anything I can tell you for sure, it's that we will not be able to hold the fort for long. So, I only get one shot. Exactly. That's why it's vital that we have all hands on deck.
Yeah, all three of them. I'm at max. So this right here feels like if you didn't finish the quest line to get the rebels back, you should go do it now, right? This feels like a nudge for that, but I got a happily divorced ending to that quest line. Like, they're gone, they're cool with me, but they're not coming back. So
I think we have everyone we need. And we'll have to be flawlessly prepared. Battery packs, robust radiation protection, abundant repair kits on stock. There'll be no time to resupply, no way for you to come back to the base mid-mission. And no time for the rest of us to take care of anything other than protecting the base from falling apart. And here I was, thinking you'd give me a pep talk. Well, you're getting cold facts instead.
okay.
Here's one crucial point. It will be wisest to start in the morning. You don't know how long it will take you to get up there, and the last thing you'd want to encounter is night radiation on top of that structure.
Hey.
What if you can't hold it up for as long as I need, and the whole thing dematerializes while I'm up there? Like I said, you'll need to be fast, and we'll need to be strong. Right.
Chat, we have a visitor.
Go to the foot of the structure and call me on the radio. On your signal, I'll activate this beast, and we'll see what kind of hell we've unleashed.
He doesn't understand cameras. He doesn't know how to look into the camera. Right now, you're just shoving him into a solid object, and he's like, why? Why? Okay. Hey, cutie. Mwah. All right, set him down.
Fist bump.
There's a fist bump. Thank you for the visit. That was nice. All right. Prepare for the task. Make sure altars have everything they need, and you have enough suit batteries and anomaly shields to sustain a long, dangerous climb. All right. He also said repair packs. So, this is an extreme. I don't know. I don't know how many we need. I want to say 10. That's a stupid amount. Repair packs. Okay, there's that. All right. Refinery. I've got some ALX. Let's see, metals. Rubidium. Metals is what we're lowest on right now. Workshop, research. Let's do that. Okay, so tomorrow morning we'll start this. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I forgot about the magnet storm. One more thing. All right. Can I do any more shields, which might help them? All right. That's as many every room that can be shielded is.
Module is out of order. Want me to do this instead?
Yes, please. I'll make vegetables.
Hey, something's malfunctioning here. Should I change my workstation? Alright, hang on. Let's do... Let's do this. Do you want me to take care of this, huh?
There we go. I just wanted to be able to do a task so we could make time advance more quickly. Okay, is the workshop stuff done? No, it's not. Okay, so I can go to workshop now, I guess.
I'm done. Should I do this now? I'm done. Want me to take care of this now?
Oh, no! Ah, I just gave him my job! Alright, we've done all the research we can. Alright, at this point, we are tired. Sleep. Oh, let's see if we can do this. The sun is dangerously close. High planet activity. Yeah, I know, I'm gonna super die soon. Yes, the pressure is on. New resources, a new interval vein has appeared. Yay, super dead. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's step outside and see what we can do. Looks like it's up there at that tippy top point. Once you turn on the Materializer, you won't be able to return to the base, build outposts, use fast travel, or any infrastructure until you install the fragmenting device. Destroying the barrier might take many hours. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes.
All right, I'm ready. Let's get this party started.
It's not looking good down here. The base is under extreme pressure. In the quantum computer. What the hell is it?
Oh, they're all on her. Oh, they won't do anything else. Okay. I thought that I would be able to have some of them working in the workshop making new repair kits while this was happening. But that is not the case. There's no map for where I'm at either. At least I made climbing free, so that'll be less battery usage.
We have a surge of electrostatic discharges. Instruments are unstable. But your battery might actually profit from that anomaly.
Get out of my way. Ah, that one hit my shield.
Looks like we have a short circuit in research. And I will need to contain it. No, I'll go. You, no. Damn it. Okay, you take care of it.
Prism anomaly.
Prism anomaly.
That hit my shield. Or not shield, actually. Radiation.
Slow me down. I need to press on.
Refinery's gone haywire. I repeat, refinery critical. None, we're not gonna hold on for much longer. Get up there and destroy that son of a bitch.
I'll tell its mom you said hi.
What? Come on. Not more anomalies.
The Materializer, it's gonna give in. Launch the device, quick.
Is it that thing?
Yes. I made it. Here goes.
Get the hell out of there. It's going to disintegrate. You need to get down now.
What? Ah, there's no map! How did I get up here? I'm lost! Dude, that was it, right? That was how I got here. Wait. No, not drill. Get to the end of the tree branch and climb down. The end of the tree branch? Okay, over here maybe? So not the way I came up.
No other way down.
Our cable is not that long. Really? How much rope did I have in my back pocket? Dude, we got the genes of holding.
Okay. Let's see how things are going back at the crib. Cheers.
Welcome back. We did quite well, don't you think?
Gather your altars in the kitchen. Okay. Casually holding 300-meter steel cable, yeah.
Should I do this now?
Did you lose 3? Yeah, rebels. Alright, so it says in the morning, so I guess I've got to sleep. Hopefully the sun isn't about to come up, because it says it's going to kill me soon. But you notice how the Materializer tree structure looked eerily similar to Laystone? Yeah, it looks a little bit like that, yeah. Too bad you didn't save him. I completed that quest line. Like, they are happily living away from me. I gave them a bunch of materials and buttered them up, but they wouldn't come back.
Okay, team. We made it. The rescue ship is gonna be able to land.
I have to say,
this time, I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible.
It's perfectly fine to be emotional about it.
The shrink.
To us, huh? But it's not over yet. There's two things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Maxwell, we decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, you need to be smuggled on board that ship.
You can't be serious. Why the hell are we supposed to hide? Are we a threat to anybody?
All right? And what about the other thing?
Okay, here comes problem number 2.
I learned some disturbing things about Maxwell's experiments, and I'm not sure we can trust him to stick to his word and keep you safe from harm. Which means we might want to think of a way to take control of that ship ourselves. Guide it out of their reach, somewhere they can't find you. Once we land, we'd have to abandon the ship with the Rapidium on board. Ally Corp would find it eventually, but it will buy us time to get you to safety. Interesting. You do know that the crew of that ship will probably be fully armed. Are you willing to confront a military unit?
Armed? Why didn't we know about this?
We're not fighters. Like, we're not gonna overpower armed military guys that with these dudes. We got a builder, a shrink, a scientist, and a refinery guy. Say no. We have to be smart about this.
I never said anything about fighting them. We need to be smart about this. How about we negotiate? I could talk to them calmly, reasonably.
Look, we're a team. We'll think of something, right?
Remember, they have no idea about your existence. We could use that to our advantage. Correct. And we can also predict that they will have to enter the base to salvage any mission-critical documentation. That's the procedure, and they will have to follow it.
What is this? We could hide outside and lock them in? Would that be leaving them to die? Okay, an ambush. Is this game becoming harder as you progress? Kind of, yeah. Alright, I don't think an ambush is gonna be good. Again, completely, dude, a shrink in a dog, we're not gonna beat these guys. Alright, so I'm gonna say, lock them in.
Okay, so maybe we could hide outside, wait until they enter the base, and lock them in somehow. And what next?
What? And just leave them?
Locking them inside the base and taking off without them would be a death sentence. But before they die, they'd have enough time to contact Earth and warn everybody. If we're really considering going to war with them, I'd say there's a much safer way to handle it.
Okay, what's your idea?
Jazz, we could blow up the base with the rescue team inside. Explosives shouldn't be hard to prepare.
Now, hold on a minute.
Oh my god. He's like, that's a death sentence. If you're gonna kill someone, commit. Like, yo, oh my god. Do you consider it a spoiler if you can't change what happened? If you want to tell me another thing that could have happened that I'm already past, you may. But do not tell me anything about the future that I haven't gotten to yet. Is there another way?
No. There has to be another way than killing.
I agree. Let's brainstorm. It should be something Jan could carry out on his own if we're really supposed to be hidden from him.
We could let them board the ship without knowing that you're not alone, of course. But just before takeoff, you could simply use some kind of incapacitating agent on them. Like a sleeping gas. Of course, you'd have to be prepared for it. Devise some kind of upgrade to your suit so that the sleeping agent doesn't have any effect on you. A gas mask. But the biggest problem with that solution is that you'd have to be smart about deploying it. Sneak up to a ventilation shaft when no one is looking. There's no guarantee you'll have an opportunity to do that.
I say we take the risk. We've done impossible things before. We can do it now. But killing? That would be new. And I don't think I want to find out how it feels to have blood on my hands.
Okay, I get it. But we have to decide on something. If you want my opinion, there's only one factor we need to consider while making this decision. The success of the mission.
The choice. Let's see. The choice between Maxwell and his wife when saving the Alter's life would have let the technician come back. So you're saying if I picked the chip instead of tabula rasa, I think.
We are not killing those people. Not for the sake of success or anything else.
Thank you for saying that loud and clear.
Okay, we can decide all of that later. For now, we need to focus on the fundamentals. Let's say we dealt with the rescue team one way or another. What then?
We need to take control of that ship somehow.
Which will probably mean we'll have to craft an autopilot device. Connected to the onboard computer.
Quick, make another altar. They can pilot.
Destination. We still need to decide how to smuggle you on board. I presume you already gave it some thought prior to this conversation?
Yeah, I did. And I figured we should sneak you in with our most precious cargo. Rupidium.
A rupidium arc with a false bottom. That's what we should build.
Another arc?
How about a fake module that's only pretending to be filled with rupidium?
That's it. We need to create a fake rupidium arc. A Trojan horse rupidium arc.
Let's just not get carried away with the mythological references.
Shrink, you're so annoying.
I'm allergic to.
Yeah, I like it. That's settled. Do we have everything?
Almost. Except the last detail.
What do you mean?
We managed to get on board, hijack the ship.
Where are we going?
What next, Jan? You really thought this through? You said you'd get us to safety. Buy us time to escape and hide, but what about you? Our disappearance might even be beneficial to the corporation. It could be convenient for them if we're gone and buried. But you, they'll be determined to hunt you down. They'll need to have a scapegoat, someone they can blame for losing their ship. And contrary to us, you're an existing person. You can be traced. You can be put on trial. Are you sure you want to do this? Suffer the consequences if they catch you?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Let's hope you know what you're doing.
Absolutely not.
Well, we're not going to be able to brainstorm everything out, right? Some things are just...
Dig up tabula rasa, fake Jan's death. I was actually wondering about that too.
I'm proud of you.
Well, well, well. Look who's gained a new outlook on reality.
Let's just do what we do best. I'll activate the beacon, and then we get to work. We're in this together.
Yes. No time to waste.
Also, we gotta get to Earth and publish the scientists' findings. We can get super famous. Alright. Oh, the music. Alright. So we gotta make the fake Rupidium arc, yeah? Does that require research?
They'll make you come alive one day. They'll make you step inside to make you pay. So don't get stuck in pride, my love.
No?
When you'll be watching me from far.
Okay, do I not have to build anything? They made it sound like you're gonna have to make a gas mask, you're gonna have to make a sleeping gas, you're gonna have to make a fake rapidium arc. I don't see any of these recipes. Is it just all just given to you in the story?
My dear, my child, my love, my love.
It's after the beacon. You have to watch the other movies. The other movies? Oh my god, I forgot about that. I don't know if there's time. I might have to do that on YouTube later because that's going to use up actual in-game hours per movie. It uses up like 3 hours per movie. And I'm not confident I got time for that. Okay. It says activate the beacon. Wait, where do I do that? Is the beacon still outside where we built it on the cliff? I think it was over there. Fewer hours per movie. It's something like that, yeah. Like a bunch of time passes when you watch a movie with the boys, and then yeah, they get enjoyment out of it. But a bunch of time passes. And we got Murder Son on our backs right now, so I'm not comfortable doing that at the moment. In case some other weird thing happens. Firing my laser! Oh boy, okay, now suddenly things. Alright. Alright, there's the fake arc. Put him there. Yo, look at the options. The non-violent way, craft sleeping gas and research suit mask, or the safe way, make 4 bombs. Do the bombs. Flute, we're not killing these guys. They're innocent people. If only the miner was there to make the bombs. The miner who was missing an arm because he was so bad at bombs? Yeah, that would be real helpful.
Sublime!
Alright. A sleeping gas is in the queue. Research suit mask, research autopilot device. Alright, what if I sleep now? What happens? Let's see. Refinery, kitchen, greenhouse. I guess I could go to the kitchen. Make us some more mush. I spoiled them. Dude, I had them eating good veggies all the time until the botanist left. Now we're left with mush. Alright, it's 51%. Alright, so I don't want to go to sleep because the sarcophagus research is going to finish. So we want to just pass some time. Oh, no, don't do that. So I am going to go over here, and I'll work at this outpost for a little bit. Queue up the mask research. I don't think I can queue it. I think I have to wait for the current one to finish. Oh no, I can. You're right. Okay. I thought you couldn't queue a research, it was after a current one.
Let's meet.
Alright. Always an issue.
Don't say it often, but
Yeah.
hey, what's on your mind? I have to say, I keep thinking about what we achieved, materializing the interval and keeping it stable.
Yeah. What a stunt, huh?
It was much more than that. And it wouldn't be possible without what you did back there, with the quantum computer. You weren't afraid to change, and that let you become more confident with who you are. I'd like you to know that ever since we got out of the sandstorm, something's been preoccupying me.
Does he want to do the
Maybe
procedure
earlier,
too?
I'd have ignored it, since it's not directly related to our mission, but I started wondering, what if a change of approach could reveal new paths of reasoning before me? Just like it happened for you. I think I might want to open up to that.
Well, well, well. Glad I could finally teach you something. What's so interesting?
This planet, its close relationship to the interval. It's one thing that everything here is connected to the presence of rupidium, but I have a nagging sensation that there could be more to it.
Like what?
Oh, it's too early to speculate, but I have some theories, and I believe I could prove them. I observed some curious telemetry readings from a nearby area. I must say, they're intriguing. Like I said, it's pure speculation at this point, but, well, you may laugh if you want, but I feel that I should explore that place. Call it intuition.
Wow, that sounds baffling. You sure got me hooked.
Yes, I must admit a hunch is not something I would usually consider a strong argument. And I don't understand it myself, but this time, well, maybe there is something rational there, but I'm just not seeing it yet. What I'm trying to say is something mysterious is urging me to explore that place, and I do not want to resist it. I already plotted a route I could take, but I'm going to need something from you.
Time?
What's that?
Remember those superconductive polymers?
Yeah, we grew them in the...
Well, I'm going to need some more of them.
Okay.
Sounds intriguing. You've got my attention.
I'm not ready to discuss the details just yet, but I promise to share...
He's gonna run away too! No, and then we won't have a scientist!
The whole excursion shouldn't take me longer than a day.
A day. We got 7 days until Murder Sun.
The radiation will kill you if you don't come back on time. I won't get lost. Don't worry. So, about those polymers?
Scientist is the only guy that's stuck with me
Let me see what
from the beginning to the end.
Of course. Just, please don't postpone it forever. I know this planet hasn't revealed all its secrets yet. And leaving without ever finding out what they are would haunt me forever. Or however long I get.
Alright. Give 10 polymers to the scientist. We can make that in the greenhouse because we got that recipe from the wife before she grew to hate us. Arc sarcophagus research finished. Ten polymers acquired. Scientist is super happy right now. So we need to make the arc, the fake arc, I believe. Arc sarcophagus, rupidium arc. An arc sarcophagus designed to hide people. Give 10 polymers to the scientist.
Okay, I've got those polymers you wanted for your little secret project.
You don't have to be so condescending. You either believe in it or not. Make up your mind. Go and check it out then. Thank you. I was hoping you'd understand.
So he is gone for 1 day now. So research is stopped. I don't think the game will kill him. Because if it did, we would have no way of finishing. Because it's not like anyone can research and scientist is faster. It's that only he can research.
Want me to take care of this now?
Hang on a sec. Production. Do that. And then assignments. Put him there. Should wait 6 hours? That's fine. Alright, so at this point, I think we take a nap.
The feeling of accomplishment.
Okay. Should wait 6 hours? I mean, we had 7 days, 6 days now, so I didn't think it was going to make a difference. The scientist hasn't returned to the base for the night. Okay. Refiner is in the dormitory.
What's on your mind? There's bad news. The scientist hasn't come back for the night. You know what that means, don't you? Yeah. Nothing good. Shit, Jan. He's gone. For real. I just hope he didn't suffer too much.
Don't know if I believe that yet. Let's see if there's any quest markers on the world map. Is he dead? No, I don't think he's dead. Again, it would be impossible to finish without him. He said to wait, give him a day. I think he's going to show up after a day. Alright, so assignments. Let's see, kitchen.
Come and find me when you have a moment.
The scientist has returned.
Imagining myself.
He's dead. Hold a funeral. Hi guys, I'm back.
Hey, you're back. I thought I'd lost you. Relax. I'm not that easy to get rid of. But how is that possible? You were outside for the whole night in lethal radiation. How the hell did you survive?
I wrapped up in
I
polymer.
found the planet's secret. I found it, Jan. And my word, was it worth it. Every day, every hour of this journey, each problem we struggled with to get here, I found our reward. I've never seen you like this. So elated. I've never felt like this. It's as if my thoughts are clearer and my body is lighter. And there's this energy filling me. As if nothing was impossible. Well, what is it? What did you find? Words can't describe it. You should see it for yourself. I've marked the coordinates on your map. Just go and check it out. I'll call you once you get there.
The meaning of life. Okay. it's over there. He made a bridge here. Oh! He used the polymers to make those little bridge anchors that we used at the lava river in the first mission. You know, I remember seeing that little thing I just picked up from over there and it was like, oh, it's across the chasm. I can't pick that up from here. And then I was like, how do I even get over there? And then I just kind of dismissed it. Now I know. Plants.
So, are you there?
Yeah. I am.
Not a bad sight, is it?
It's incredible. Is that water?
Yes. I analyzed it. I spent the whole night down in that valley. My radiation sensor didn't spike once. It's like a whole different ecosystem in that area. The atmosphere is different, and there's life in the water and around it. Not just plants, but microorganisms. And it's real. Not a proximity plane, not a potential landscape, but true material reality here and now.
But the sun, doesn't it burn everything on the surface?
That, my friend, is the most interesting part. Come back to the base and we'll talk.
Is there perhaps an anomaly above it blocking the lethal sunlight or something? Suit mask upgrade, okay. Do I need to make it? Yes. That means you could stay there or tell the rebels about it. If it gives me the option to do that, I will. Trying to get back there to that drill that can fast travel me back to the base. Talk to the scientists.
That's some discovery. An oasis? In the middle of this place? How the hell does it even exist? It's as much a mystery to me as it is to you. What if this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what Rapidium can do? I knew this planet held secrets, but I didn't expect it to host such marvels. It seems the vegetation in that valley gets annihilated every time the sun rises, but reappears shortly afterward to rapidly regrow again and breed life.
Annihilated.
Some people would say it's a miracle, but I've never believed in miracles. Neither did I. Yes, there has to be an explanation.
I've gathered some clues. The modified composition of the atmosphere in that area, the lack of nighttime radiation, and I have a theory. I've called it the theory of continuity.
Wow. You already thought of a catchy name.
The main assumption is that with every alternation, the Oasis is reborn in a more progressed state than it was in the previous cycle. And that by somehow remembering the state in which it died, it starts over from that point, only to move forward. Constant evolution. A relay of life defying the obliterating forces of this star system. It might be expanding, who knows? Maybe one day it will cover the whole surface of this planet. And then what? I don't know. Progress even further? Don't forget, its presence is clearly affecting the atmosphere. Maybe it's looking for a way to live forever? Or simply to bear some extraordinary fruit, fertilized by an underground vein of rubidium. Imagine, Jan, what if its existence is somehow related to the veins we've seen in the interval? If only I could find out. See it with my very own eyes. Stay here to witness the upcoming cycle, and the next one, and then the next. Would you seriously consider such an idea? Staying behind on this godforsaken planet? I know it sounds crazy, irrational even. Still, something in me wants to say, yes, I would consider it. It's what I want. And I'm starting to think this planet is where I was truly born. Everything else was always only in my head. What if I'm not supposed to go back to Earth? What if this is my home? My destiny?
But where would you send your scientific findings?
You always were fascinated by this place.
Yes. But don't worry, I wouldn't forget about you and your mission. I could get everything ready for you, then you could let me go. I just need a little time to prepare for the sunrise. I could hide in that shelter the rebels started working on.
So, say you really managed to survive and study this phenomenon. You lived through several cycles of the sun, analyze data, draw conclusions, maybe even come up with a groundbreaking discovery. How are you going to share it with the world?
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
What about what you've always wanted so much? Recognition. What if I was wrong? Driven by the wrong motivation. My ego instead of the truth. Even if it meant staying alone with that truth. Who knows? Maybe that's the only truth there is. The one we have to face alone.
Your passion for this discovery is, surprising. You do know that staying here would mean certain death? And the risk of going mad?
Yes, when you look at it from a perspective, it would be madness. And for the first time in my life, I'm not sure if I can trust my judgment. It's such a new feeling. That's why I'd like you to do something for me. I want you to decide. You created me this way, and the quantum computer chose you to be in charge of this mission. I will accept my fate humbly, whatever you choose it to be. Just remember, if you let me go, I promise to help you get ready first.
Like, if he stays on the planet, he'd find all these, like, crazy discoveries, and then they die with him. Let his dreams not only be dreams. Remember Jan's mother's words, let him be the person he wants to be. Just do it. Just do it. Let him stay. He would go insane? Yeah. Alright, pursue your dream. Chat has spoken.
Thank you. You've been priceless from the very start of this mission. But I don't have the right to stand between you and your dream. When we're all set for evacuation, you can go. Thank you. Well, let's not waste any more time then.
Craft the suit mask upgrade. It's almost done. Autopilot device. Getting there. Make sure you have the means to take control of the rescue ship. To take... I mean, yeah, we're working on that right now. Okay. Okay. We need to pass some time.
I'm done here. Want me to take care of this now?
Got the Ark sarcophagus. Research the autopilot device is going right now. We're fine on pretty much all I mean, I guess more organics wouldn't hurt.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Craft the autopilot device.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Let the scientist go. When ready, proceed at the base navigation console. Okay. Alright, I think first we sleep so that the game saves, and then do it. Techni, Miner, and third. Doctor. Yeah, Doctor. No, Miner died. Miner's the only one we had to pass away. The technician, the botanist, and the doctor are the ones that rebelled.
I don't say it often, but I'm proud of us. So, we have all the tech we need to get out of here safely. Your work is done. You can go and get ready to stay behind. We did it. You have all you need. Earth will have rupidium, and I will go and meet my fate in the Oasis. Fate. You've come a long way from being the guy who said only success is worth anything. Didn't we both come a long way? I underestimated you.
New perspective.
I don't blame you. I underestimated myself, too. I might have added a brick to that wall, playing the smart ass. But in fact, I was trying to prove something to you. In the end, we're more alike than we seem. We just put on different masks to protect ourselves. Well, I'm taking off my mask now. I can admit that I'm a little scared. But most of all, curious. That's what science should always be about, right? Right. Goodbye, my friend. My altar. Goodbye, man. Hope you find whatever you're looking for. Part of it, I already have.
Complete the scientist storyline. Nothing new here. When ready, proceed at the base navigation console. I'm trying to remember where that's at. What? What? Are you sure you want to start the journey? You have unfinished business. If you leave now, the refiner won't get the dumbbells. I've never had any dumbbells. What? Scout badge, acoustic guitar. Yeah, I think that's a glitch. I don't have any dumbbells. Yeah, so okay, I guess there's dumbbells you can find and then you give them to the miner. I don't... Or the refiner. Start anyway. You are the dumbbell. Steam achievement, finish Act 3. Say goodbye to the refiner, say goodbye to the shrink. Where are they? I can't. Now I can. Alright, so this is the Trojan horse room.
All aboard the sarcophagus. I hope you have a smooth ride. You know I always do. Yeah, it was fun knowing you, Jan. After all, that's all that counts. Thanks for providing the fun. The base would have been much more solemn without your laid-back attitude. Let's see if I can be laid back when we land. All in your hands now, Jan. Good luck with everything.
You never made the gym? No one ever asked me to make the gym. No, I didn't.
Thanks for sticking around, buddy. Of course. So, you think we're gonna make it? I mean, get out of this on our own terms? All I can promise you is that I'll do my best to make sure of it. I know you will. If anything happens, remember to take good care of yourself. You owe it to all of us. And stay positive.
Answer the call from Earth.
Three months is a time.
Hey, Jive, thank you.
Done.
Tier 3 even. Appreciate that. Welcome. Thank you for the sub, Jive. Welcome back. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
And your altars? Are they well hidden?
Can I be sure you'll keep your part of the deal? I've talked to Lucas about your experiments. He got all sweaty. You haven't told me everything, have you?
No escaping my mistakes, it seems. Yes, I admit, unfortunate things happened. Very unfortunate. And I regret them deeply. I didn't want anyone to suffer. But it happened. I can't turn back the clock. All I can do, all we can do, is make sure this tragedy doesn't go to waste. We're so close to changing everything for the better. You can't let me down now.
You? What about my altars?
Your altars? I know you've grown close, but you need to think rationally. You know you can't give them a normal life on Earth. You'll never be able to do that. What you can do is make their existence really matter.
Oh, and suddenly he's acting very different.
But for a much bigger purpose. That's something we can only do together, you and me. Please, just think about it. Don't let emotions get the better of you.
No. I can't agree with that. They're thinking, feeling individuals, not byproducts we can reutilize.
Is that what you thought when you were creating them? Or is it just something you want to believe so you can feel better about yourself? Deep down, you know what's the most reasonable thing to do, and safest for you.
For me?
Yes. You are aware that if we don't follow this through as planned, I will have to disclose everything to the corporation?
What? No. Why?
Because it would be the truth. About you. Using my knowledge against my intentions, taking advantage of my trust to break the law and do something inexplicable.
Oh my god, you told me to make them. You taught me how.
You'd spend a lifetime in jail, be stigmatized by society, and as for your alters, well, like I said, they have no future anyway.
Alright, I have to act complacent so that the ship picks me up.
I guess that's a lot to think about.
Of course. I understand it would be hard for you to let go of your alters, after all you've been through together. But you need to remember one thing. Whatever promises you made to them, remember, Jan, they are merely quantum simulations of your mind, draped in mortal human flesh. You owe them nothing. So I advise you to think this through very carefully. One false move, and you can destroy everything you've struggled for. Or you can come back safely and live your life as you want, a free man. All you need to do is simply smuggle your alters on board the ship as you were told to, and nothing else. Don't overthink it. Do the right thing.
Dude, we got no friends in this game. Everyone's a jerk. Meet the rescue team. Where? I'm guessing outside.
So, this is it. Thanks for saving my life.
Oh, he's talking to the ship.
For us.
And they've all got guns. 3 Rapidia marks. One of these things is not like the other.
John Dolsky, this is the Allied Corp Rescue Squadron at your service, sir.
Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting here on time. You made it, Dolsky. And we couldn't believe the brief when we read it. How are you feeling, big guy?
I feel like I would be really tired.
What can I tell you? I'm running on empty.
No wonder, buddy. It's a miracle you're still alive. Operating that base, getting into the other side of the planet, collecting Rapidium, all on your freaking own. Yet we've been having heated debates about how you managed it.
You know what's funny is I'm thinking about this from a game design perspective, and the only model in the whole game, I think, is Jan. And maybe his wife, he saw her in a flashback. So that means inside these spacesuits, there's probably more Jans. Just like for game design, right? So that's why they've got the thing shielded. And Molly? Yeah, the sheep.
I'll tell you more when we land. We'll have a lot of time to talk, right?
Yeah, brace yourself. You better prepare to be the talk of the town. Anyway, you must be beaten. Get that gritty ass of yours on the ship while we run a final checkup on that CP unit. All right, boys and girls. Let's go retrieve some Allied Corp assets.
Assets.
Okay, let's get that Rapidium loaded first.
On it, sir. Scanning for contamination. Hey, there's something strange about this one. It's heavier. And the bioscanner readings.
Contamination?
I don't know. Organic traces.
Dosky, did you have a cat that climbed into a rapidity lock or anything?
What are you talking about? That's impossible.
Well, we got something in here. Any explanation you can give me?
The sheep? I mean, they... The sheep's dead. The sheep is long since dead. Also, they don't know that I have the ability to clone sheep. That would still be revealing stuff.
Sorry, but no idea.
Seriously? The readings show that there's signs of life inside this crate. And it's considerably heavier than the other ones. We can't just ignore it. You might be a hero, Dosky, but you need to cooperate.
So, we unlocked reliance and assertiveness from our altars. Assertiveness. I've done my job, it's time for you to do yours.
I don't think I have to explain myself to you. I've done my job, Commander. Now it's time you do yours. If there is anything wrong with that Ark, I'm sure Ally Corp experts on the ground can take care of it. But everything I've collected must be brought back to Earth.
Okay, Dosky. You win. But whatever's in there, that's on you.
What do we do with the readings, sir? You want me to report them?
We'll do that once we're airborne. Just make sure those containers are sealed tight. You'll get a proper checkup when we land. We gotta clear the base and get out of here. On the double now.
And then the technician and all the other altars come running over the hill, faces painted like Braveheart. I think this would be when we would see an explosion in the background if we had prepared bombs. Plant the sleeping gas on the ship.
There was nothing.
That's a lot of personal stuff for one guy.
Dosky's under. Dude, where did he get that huge tank? Did you see that? He's just like, get this in my pocket, shunk.
Set up the research lab, huh? What a guy.
Is that the autopilot thingy? Area control point. How nice of them to all leave him here alone.
Core secured.
All good on our side too.
Come on.
Typical Windows. Shoots up to 90%, then slows down.
Oh, please. Hurry up. Thank you.
What if I had made 4 arcs?
just a
Tabula
random
rasa.
sequence of events.
The technician. Botanist, Ulena. Me getting sick.
Now I know that there's always another
The miner
way.
dying. Or Tabula Rasa, fighting with Lena. Scientist.
I made my choices.
Killing Tabula Rasa. Mom dying.
Wherever I go,
Alter Shelter.
they
The Oasis.
will be a part of me.
The Ark. So back on Earth. Epilogue.
Now on to unrest in the capital.
I see an acoustic guitar.
After another street battle broke out over a warehouse of food
Quick chat, is this gonna be the real yawn or one of the altars?
of this kind in the last month, with the total number of casualties estimated to exceed 200.
The sheep!
In
It's
reaction
Molly!
to the escalation of violence, activists from People Against Hunger have been protesting on the streets, urging governments and subsidized corporations to
The big suitcases he had everywhere.
Rupidium-grown crops. But ever since AliCorp announced the success of its rupidium mining mission, predicting a breakthrough in agriculture and biotechnology, not all experts have been optimistic about how
Pierogi.
the impact of those developments could really be.
Dirty dishes everywhere. Come on, Asmongold.
Rupidium they really brought to Earth. But what we do know is that a long time might pass before they manage to bring back more. So, maybe instead of raising people's hopes and boosting share prices, what they should be investing in is securing reliable and abundant sources of rupidium in space.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Hello?
Hey, Jan, it's Sarah. Ready for court? The driver's on his way.
I've been stuck in this apartment for months. I'm excited to go anywhere. Even if it is my own trial.
Right. Just stick to the version we discussed, okay?
That version in which I'm just a clueless builder.
Correct. As expected, Maxwell is trying to pin it all on you. Hijacking the ship, conducting those branching experiments without informing him. We have to convince the court that it was exactly the other way around, that he made you do all those things. Are you ready to do that?
Of course. I was just doing as I was told.
Good. We have to use the conflict between him and AliCorp to our advantage.
And the corporation is still on my side.
They'll never admit that they lost control of your mission.
So the strategy to put the blame on Max.
Muck these ads. Right when he picked up the call.
Oh, hey, Sikron, thank you for the Prime sub. Sorry you missed the call.
Maxwell.
Is consulted with them, yes.
Sounds like a smart plan.
It's what you hired me for. Keep AliCorp happy and they will have no interest in complicating your trial. They got rupidium, and they don't want anyone questioning the methods that were used to get it.
So, if I want to play along...
You need to make Maxwell look like a madman.
I mean, that's not a bad ending. I don't think it's a bad ending, just making him look crazy.
Maybe that's all he ever was. Okay. So, how did the morning hearings go?
Your mission controller testified, Lucas Pena. Not a good one for us, I'm afraid. He defended Maxwell and said that if it weren't for him, you'd never survive and bring back the rupidium. He undermined your integrity, claiming that instead of having the success of the mission at heart, you were, quote-unquote, focusing on your own interests.
I even made the second arc for him. Low amount of rupidium is bad ending for Earth. I don't know how much I needed to bring back.
My own interest? Man, that's so unfair and he knows it.
We're gonna need to deflect that one somehow.
So we're not talking full acquittal anymore.
Look, like I said, the corporation wants to keep your trial low-key. Play the dummy convincingly, and their lawyers promised me they'll find something to make Pena look bad.
Good. He's Maxwell's accomplice.
Right. Shouldn't be hard to incriminate him.
Oh my god.
Anything else I should know?
I reached out to your ex-wife. She agreed to testify in your favor, and against Maxwell.
Really? That's great news.
Yes, being backed by the new head of Rupidium Technologies will definitely score you some points.
I had 6 arcs and everyone on TV was happy. 6 arcs? Oh wow.
Sure, whatever. Can we move
Is
on?
it based on how many arcs you had, or is it based on how many, like how much you had in stock? Like just the number?
My driver just arrived. I should go now.
The driver can wait. Are you absolutely sure you've got this? Your future depends on it.
I know. Don't worry. I'm ready to face it.
From Jay. New encrypted message. Are these like from his altars? Jay Bizyan? Yeah, I guess. Like the two that came to Earth with me is the Shrink and the Refiner. Steam achievement, finish the game with Maxwell's help. Did that count as with Maxwell's help? It's like, I don't know, kinda? Oh my gosh. Alright, I want to see what the other endings are. Chat, I desperately need to use the restroom. Give me just a minute, and then we're going to see what the other endings are. Be right back. Okay, back. Let's see, it's kind of funny. If Earth has space travel on this level, they should focus on creating space-based infrastructure. If they want to feed the people, they could set up a whole cloud of space farms. Maybe. Alright, let's just... Okay. Dude, we got so little. Alright. Oh, man, we finished that. Okay, hang on just a second. Let me see what I can find here. Let's see. The Altars game endings. All endings. Perfect. Good. Oh, my God. Dude, what is a 2-hour video? Okay, we're not watching 2 hours, but let's see what we can find here. Alright. Good. Perfect, good, evil, and secret botanist endings.
Is gonna be able to land. Hell yeah.
Speeding this up.
Hard to believe how far we've come. I have to say, all this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible. Cheers to us, huh? I mean, it's almost as if we've pushed this world to its limits. But also ourselves. Amazing what human resilience can do. Yeah, I still can't believe any of it. But it's not over yet. There's 2 things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Allied Corp Big Fish, we decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, what do you mean, fake Rapidium arc? And are we a threat to anybody? Okay, here comes problem number 2. I talked to Lena, and after what she told me, I'm not sure I can trust the Corporal Lady where they can't find you. Once we land, we have to abandon the ship with the Rapidium on board. Allied Corp would find it eventually. But, and what? Picking a fight with the rescue team? Interesting. You do know that the crew... Still, I never said anything about fighting them. Well, them. Use the element of surprise. They don't know what. We'll have to enter the base to salvage any mission. Okay, so maybe we could hide outside with... What? But before they die, they have enough time to contact a way to handle it. Such as, we could blow up the base, bathe and kill him. Ship without knowing that you're not like a sleeping gas. A gas mask. King, we've done impossible things but stabbed blood on my hands. But we have to decide, then we've been through. Do we really want to end this as cowards? Look, I'm not a killer. None of us is. But we need to make one thing clear. If the gas doesn't work properly, we'll be... No. Your safety is what matters most to me. And you have our loyalty. Okay? Whenever you decide to control that ship somehow.
Might be the game? Yeah, I got 8 ending to the game, yeah.
He said he'd think it over to the onboard computer and override the coordinates soon.
Wait, what was that about Lucas?
Because if we don't, talk to him, and he said he'd think it over. Well, let's override.
Alright, so Lucas is going to help in this one.
Yes, get them drunk while we'd hide somewhere in the hold. I'm thinking a disguise. I haven't figured out as what yet. Oh, an alternative rescue team that landed here by mistake and lost their ship. We pretend to be specimens from this planet. We just need to find some.
We're specimens.
Fine, here's my take. Sounds exciting. But what exactly does it mean? Do you have a goal in sight? Let me guess. You have some good advice for me about how I should live my life from now on? Not really. I was just curious if you intend to live it well. What's it to you anyway? Well, it matters to me. Because at the end of the day, I guess I'll have to consider your life somehow superior. Am I? Superior? What do you mean? Only one of us will be able to continue his life as Yondolski. The real Yondolski. And it will be you. And as petty as it might sound, it just feels a little unfair, you know? And according to you, the fair outcome would be not being reduced to the role of somebody else's altar. But this is who you are. Well, it doesn't feel that way. You were lost in your life. My family, children, maybe. What? Swap places, that's the most ridiculous. This is what I've learned on this journey with all of you. But it's only up to me to find out.
So the botanist wants to swap with you.
All I'm asking is that you look at the situation. Look, I'm not saying your life is worth less. And you can continue on that road, enjoying being the new Jan you've become, while I could go back to the only life I want. No, Jan, you'd still be yourself. But you take my place with the others. This is where I belong. You have Lena. I know it's not a decision to be made lightly.
Whoa!
TR, buckle up and, you know, Jan. TR. Yeah, TR.
So they made Tabula Rasa and left him alive and he gained consciousness. I didn't know that was possible.
Jan. TR. Dolski. Oh, shit. That's a serious name, TR. Looking forward to reading your book. Good. Bye, Jan. I'll see you on the other side, buddy. What can I say? Thanks for inspiring again. If I don't have to let ourselves it happen. See you on the other side. We're gonna have to stay away from each other back on Earth, huh? It's just the 2 of us left, and I still do. I know it's crazy, but show me. And I realize that my path lies with the others, for better and for worse. So, yes, go instead of me. Seek your happiness, and I'll seek mine. Wow. I didn't think you'd be up to it. I honestly don't know what to say. Don't say anything. I'm doing it for the both of us. That is the only way I want it. So, I guess it's time to switch. Ready to get in? Okay. Don't let me down. I won't. Wish me luck. Good luck, man.
Agatha here. People are about to land.
Who is Agatha? I have no idea who this is.
Did you prepare everything as we discussed?
Maybe I have some questions I'd like to ask you before we proceed with this plan.
I know you've been talking to Lena.
So now he's playing as the botanist.
I know you do.
I thought we had a deal. No more secrets. Do you really think you can pull one over on me?
Can you share this link? Yeah, sure.
What about your part of the deal? You never said anything about the rescue team being an armed squadron.
Oh, so you expect me to explain
Is it-
myself to you now?
If you told Lana, if you told Lena about your altars, I did tell her about my altars.
Because this is a Rapidium retrieving mission, Jan, and the corporation will protect its assets with whatever means available. Now, I don't know.
I never met this person.
On an unauthorized channel, but I would like you to listen to me very carefully. Whatever you might be thinking of doing, you must understand that your time of greedy irresponsibility is coming to an end. You are heading back to society, where certain rules and laws apply. In this world, every decision you make has consequences, and not just for you. Take Lena, for example. Her career, so promising. Truly may be a shame were it to be cut short by criminal charges.
What? Hey, Lena has nothing to do with this.
Of course she doesn't, as long as everything goes as planned. But if the mission is compromised, I'm afraid the disciplinary commission will have no choice but to investigate her involvement thoroughly. I can't imagine you'd possibly value a bunch of quantum projected reflections of yourself more than your real loving wife, because that would be very narcissistic. The corporation owes them nothing. You owe them nothing. They do not exist for real, and you know that. Because you're a grown man, Jan Dolsky, not a child who believes in fantasies. Smuggle them on board the ship as you were told, and do not attempt a single thing we haven't agreed on. Once you take off, your nightmare will be over, and there will be no more than ghosts to you. You'll forget your worries. Everything is different in the light of day. And of course, I can't wait to have a blast with you at our press conference.
I'm on my own. No, sir. Beat it, Dolsky. Or when we get back. Get that ready ass of yours on the ship while we load it first.
Change about this one. All done.
We saw all this.
Here goes nothing.
We saw sleeping gas. Oh, hang on. How many did he have? I wanted to say. 1, 2, 3, 4. He made 6? Wow.
I've been stuck in these 4 walls for almost 2 months. I'm excited to go.
There's the botanist voice again.
Someone you're not.
Now I can share my secret with you, and I have your support. It almost feels like walking in the shoes of a total stranger, but it's good to know I can share. Yeah, it is confusing.
It must be confusing testifying as someone you're not.
Yeah, it is confusing.
Okay, so
almost feels like walking in the shoes of a total
whoever he's talking to knows that he's the botanist.
I have your support.
6 arcs is true ending. Wow, it never prompted me to make 6. Why not 7?
He's delighted. Amazingly, he took the blow for me. For the other me. Said Jan had nothing to do with hijacking the ship. It was all on him. Lucas. Guess he didn't want to drag me down with him.
Oh. And how?
Side. I'm ready.
The other ones who got away. Nothing. You shouldn't jeopardize their safety.
The real Jan? Is that how you think of him? Who am I to you then?
Hey, stop it. You're real too. I just... Remember what you said to me when we met after you arrived about being honest?
Of course.
Well, that's what we need to do. Be honest with ourselves. Even if it's not easy. I don't want to pretend all this is just some kind of fake fairy tale. I don't want to lie to myself about who you really are. It wouldn't be right by you and by him. It's still so confusing.
I know. Sorry. We'll work it out, I promise.
Yeah, I know. Let's get back to your testimony. Where were we?
No mention of anything.
Just stick to the version recommended by the Allied Corp lawyers. Yes, that's what they promised. They'll comment you with everything about. Otherwise, they wouldn't turn a blind eye desperately wants to keep your trial low-key.
12 to 18 months home confinement. That's what my lawyer said. If I take it, not that long, huh?
No, not long at all. It's not that hard. Behave irrationally with the rest. I'm serious. You need to plead temporary insanity. Like you would yourself.
Very funny. Unable to appreciate the nature of my wrongful acts, and I'm happy that Allied Corp tracked me down and offered me mental support.
The others, out there.
It's not the others you care.
For the sake of...
Of course.
So?
No. You did your thing by disabling that implant tracking system, but I guess it's not enough.
Ah, the chips. You did your thing by disabling the implant tracking system. Okay, so in this playthrough, he did the chips. He made Tabula Rasa, but he let him live. Then he did the chips, so he put resources into both of those things. The others all lived. I think he probably left the scientist, because I didn't see him. And he swapped places with the botanist, and he made 6 arcs, which it never prompted you to do. But it is a secret ending.
Right, I'm outside your building. Just for home arrest your ID.
Dude, I love you.
Right. Just give me time, okay?
Of course. Looks like I'll have a lot of that. I'll see you in a minute.
Second thoughts? Let's just see how this plays out.
Alright, so this one he did nothing. He didn't do the sleeping gas.
Oh,
What is that? Maybe that's installing the chip?
There's always another way.
food rations that the cut down to the bare minimum. Now onto the top story of the week. People have
Wait.
continued to take to the streets in reaction to food rations being cut down to the bare minimum. Now onto the top story of the week. Events are unfolding rapidly as AliCorp has announced today.
Evil ending botanist Lena?
Have been tested, verified, and cleared for development in the newly created Department of Rubidium Technology. According to the press release, the new unit will be run by Dr. Lena Berg, a biotechnician with significant experience in AliCorp's research department. Dr. Berg will lead a team of highly skilled professionals to develop and deliver the best Rubidium growth products. AliCorp also pledged to share Rubidium with non-profit organizations according to their subsidy curve. Experts say that this is what matters most.
I'm sure AliCorp can come up with some exciting Rubidium solutions quickly, but what's really important is that they won't have monopoly. And we will get Rubidium grown food not just for the richest buyers, but for everyone.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
What? I was pretty sure you wouldn't want to talk to me.
I'm sorry I reacted like that. I was in shock. I needed to be alone.
But you're calling now. That's all that matters.
Well, I wasn't sure if I wanted to, but then I found out we've been invited to the same press event. Jan Dulski, the man who brought Rubidium to Earth.
And Lena Berg, freshly appointed as the head of AliCorp's Department of Rubidium Technologies.
You heard?
Of course. Congratulations. I'm so proud.
Thanks. Jan, it's still so awkward to call you that knowing who you really are.
I understand how hard it must be, but everything will be different with me, I promise.
I have to say I appreciate your honesty. The way you just reached out to me. It was very brave of you to tell me the truth, instead of pretending to be him. Like you do in front of everybody else.
Brave? Please, Lena, I could never lie to you. It's against my nature. I just wish I could show myself to the world like I'm showing myself to you. Sharing that secret with you is almost like...
You're open to spoilers? Yeah, we got an ending. Go nuts.
In that case, can I ask you something? The other night, when we met, you told me about yourself. You said Jan, my ex, wanted you to come back instead of him. But you never said what really happened to him and the others. Didn't they get onto that rescue ship?
No. They decided to stay behind in a bunker. To keep away from the corporation.
Really? But Jan said something about hiding you. His altars, smuggling you on board. Didn't that happen?
Yeah, right. That was the plan initially, but the hard truth is, it never happened. The rescue team just didn't allow it.
They found out.
Yeah, they did.
But they let you on board.
Thinking I was, yeah.
Whose idea was it to swap places?
I asked him to do it. For me, but most of all, for you. I had this overwhelming sensation that this is the only possible ending to the story.
I see. What do you think happened to him?
I don't know.
Tell me the truth.
Life, your position is a result of what happened. You wouldn't want you to lose it. Neither of us would want you to lose it.
Are you telling me I should just let it go?
Maybe.
Shit.
What? What happened?
Sorry, I almost just ran into another car.
You're driving?
Yeah, to the press event. It starts in half an hour.
Damn. I better get going myself.
Jan?
Yeah?
If we're gonna do this together, I'm gonna have to be sure I can trust you. Can I trust you?
Of course you can. I'll see you in half an hour.
There's gonna be no pictures on the desk, right? Nope, no pictures, so he let all of them get caught in this one.
I can't give up my life for you. Probably do the same thing if I were you. Same to you, but...
You made it. Eat. Brace yourself.
What is it? When the bio's gonna be...
Get a prop check.
There's nothing.
Sleeping gas again. Alright, what is this ending called? Good corporate ending.
Big corporation, not a small startup aiming at producing low-cost, high-quality products for everyone. It's the first time a company from outside the Big Six is taking Rubidium from research to production. And experts have no doubt that this is only the start of a bigger process.
Having these smaller companies who got their share of Rubidium entering the market is great news. Let's remember that those startups have big ambitions. They want to be innovative, think outside the box.
So I guess this was getting Lucas a whole bunch of Rubidium or something.
I'm sure more molecules...
Dude, I hated Lucas. He was such a hateable character.
Rubidium grown food will become much cheaper and more available to everyone.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Ready for port? The driver's on his way. Right. That on what?
Recommendation.
So long.
Right. I guess it does rare insanity, huh?
Alright, this is the same conversation that we saw in our
For
playthrough.
one moment at the end when she pointed out that this was not just any mission for you. And how she witnessed you facing those struggles all by yourself and emerging a changed, better man out of it all.
Really? Those hurt words?
Yeah, not exactly a game changer considering the scandals surrounding her exit from AliCorp, but it's something.
How is she handling it? Being fired like that?
Well, it wasn't nice, but at least they didn't press charges for sabotaging their database or whatever it was that she did.
Right. I simply didn't want anyone to find out how and why she helped me.
What matters to us is that she testified in your favor.
It means a lot to me. Is she still rooting for me?
If you get more Rubidium, he becomes more human and opens up to you, but it's so unlikable to start.
Now, why don't we focus on your testimony? Let's go through it one more time.
Yeah, we need to do that. My driver just arrived. I should go now.
The driver can wait. Are you absolutely sure?
path, just a random sequence.
Okay, evil corporate ending.
Plus, you know, you're a hero now.
Who's Peter?
Anything new I should be prepared to talk about?
Not really. Same old story. You know the drill.
Yeah. I brought the Rapidium all on my own thanks to my determination and undying faith in the mission.
As well as the support and dedication of Allied Corps professionals.
Exactly my thought.
Perfect. You're all set then.
Agatha back from her business trip yet?
Yes, I believe she is. Why?
Did you deliver my message to her?
I'm sorry, I only got to her assistant. She said she passed it on.
And? Did she?
Look, if this is about that special cargo you asked about, I don't think we're getting much out of them. I don't know what was in it, but maybe you should just let go. I mean, you can have Allied Corps just wants us to let them know.
Tell Agatha to meet me in person, or I swear I'll spill the whole truth at these interviews.
Jan, listen to me. You've been through a lot up there, no denying that. If you need a rest from your public duties, we'll set up a meeting with your mental health counselor.
You think I'm a fruitcake?
No, I don't. But if you go out there saying crazy things, the corporation will make sure people take you for one. Right, moving on to that charity event. Like I said, it's optional, you don't have to go. Dr. Lenneberg was invited too, and her assistant called yesterday, asking if you're planning on attending. Because if you are, she'd rather skip it. I guess running the Department of Rubidium Technologies makes sense.
Hey, thank you.
Value our time more. So the question is, are you planning on attending?
Is there really no chance of the two of us being in the same room?
I don't know. I think this is between you and her. I don't do personal matters, really. But you were in touch with her during the mission, right? I heard that she helped you somehow?
Yeah, she did. I guess she's just disappointed with how it played things out.
Disappointed? Is she serious?
I understand her. There was more than just Rapidium to salvage from that planet.
More than... What do you mean?
Never mind.
Okay, so what are we telling her BA about that dinner? Do you want to go?
I'll be there. So, she'll have to pass. Please send her my congratulations on her new role at Allied Corps. Big step up for her.
Of course I will. Now, I have a list of questions for the first interview in front of me. Why don't we go through them quickly?
Too late. That's my driver. Gotta go.
Well, are you sure? I mean, there are a few that could be tougher than usual.
Don't worry. I'll be fine. I'm not afraid of tough questions.
No pictures. The guys got locked up in this one because he trusted Agatha.
Oh, the odds were against us, but we beat them. Well, nothing to discuss. One, after talking to Maxwell, we decided that it's better for your safety. What next, Don?
Me down now.
You. What about my old
Life on Earth. Bigger purpose of you.
I wasn't thinking
Deep down, you know that if we don't follow this about you, you'd spend a lifetime in jail.
I guess
You need human flesh, and you can destroy. All you need to do is do the right thing.
for saving my cat. No, but I do recall seeing cockroaches. You know how those suckers can survive anywhere. Listen, I think I'm wrong with that arc. I'm sure Allied Corps experts on it. Tired.
I haven't seen him blow it up yet.
People and water, the ongoing. Meanwhile, Dr. Terrence Maxwell, who recently left Allied Corps to start his own company overseas.
Look to the outside world for solutions to its problem and could evolve into.
Shortly after.
Ready? You're think about it.
All right, so
Okay, so again, they get all locked up again.
They're never too meticulous about those. But officially, you're an admin.
Maxwell good ending.
feel like I'm selling my soul.
Dude, none of these haven't blown up the base. I haven't seen the explosion yet.
I reached out to your ex-wife. She agreed to testify in your favor and against Maxwell.
Oh, Maxwell bomb ending. Here we go.
Sorry.
That's a rather disappointing explosion.
Come on. Oh, please, hurry up. Thank you.
I guess the arcs just drive themselves.
How did I end up here?
Jan.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So, how did the morning hearings go?
Your mission controller testified, Lucas Pena, and he disclosed some very incriminating facts about Maxwell's experiments from the past. It's gold for us.
That's the spirit, Lucas. Go get him.
Yup. Looks like the corporation is going to have a lot on their plate because of that one. But that's not our problem. In fact, it can turn all the attention to Maxwell and possibly even get you acquitted.
Really? Is that good?
It would be if it weren't for that situation with the rescue team.
That I blew up.
Their lives, and the prosecutor thinks your recklessness might have played a role.
I'm not responsible for their deaths.
Maxwell might help you convince the court about that.
So, it's either the clueless idiot scenario or jail.
That's basically it.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm gathering my thoughts here. So in my ending, I appear to have chosen the worst decisions in everything. I didn't do the chip. We did tabula rasa. We committed to it. We tried to trust Maxwell, didn't like it. Tried to trust the wife, and then she's like, here's mind control chips. So I was like, I don't like that either. So I went back to Maxwell, so then both of them hated me. Lucas was a jerk, and so I didn't like him. And so I didn't really listen to him. So it's like, by the end, I had no friends. Did you hear about how the miner died? No, I didn't. The miner clearly needed medical attention, but I could not figure out, in terms of gameplay, how to get the doctor to help the miner. Like, we made the doctor specifically to help the miner, and we could never figure out how to get the two of them to, like, work together and get that. Okay. Thinking. We have a tradition on this channel. Anytime we finish a game, we do kind of a recap, and we give our thoughts on the game, kind of like a little review time. Charmon says, after 3 days on pain meds, he overdoses. If you take him off them a day later, he'll ask you to cut off his arm, or he'll do it himself a day later. You're given the choice to give him a prosthetic or regrow his arm. He then works 12-hour shifts to repay you till you force him to therapy. You're too indecisive. I don't know if it's indecisive, because, like, hold on, let me paint you the picture here. First, Maxwell is like, all right, grow a clone and eat its brain. And I'm like, that's nightmarish. And so I'm like, okay, hey, Lena, this is the terrible situation. Do you have any other options? And she goes, mind control chips. Okay. And she goes, tracking device mind control chips. All right. I think all right. So we'd be slaves for life. All right. I think I'd rather do the brain thing. So I went back to Maxwell. And as a result of that, neither Maxwell nor Lena were happy with me for the rest of the game. All right. It's like that was the thing. And then the thing with Lucas is just like, hey, look, yeah, I know there's a lava river. Look, hey, I know gravity's turned off. Hey, I know you're upside down. Do you have more rupidium? Like constantly. Like, he never had any, like, empathy or humanity. It's like, I was like, dude, I'm fighting for my life. They're full of brain tumors right now. Do you have any way to help? And he's like, try getting more rupidium. Have you tried rupidium about it? So Lucas was just like a really hateable character. Like, I really disliked him. It never occurred to me to make like a whole bunch of arcs. I never realized that could be like leading to a better ending. I didn't realize that. So yeah, in terms of story, by the end there, and then the thing with the technician rebelled, and then like we lost the doctor and the botanist, but I was never allowed to talk to the doctor and the botanist again after they left. I could only talk through the technician, and I couldn't figure out a way to bring him back. So I at least kind of smoothed things over with him and gave him a bunch of supplies, but I couldn't figure out a way to get him to come back. That thing with the miner, you said, after 3 days on pain meds, he overdoses. If you take them off a day later, he'll cut off his arm. Like, that's great. That's a crazy sequence of events. But yeah. How is the game? Okay, so the game, I've mentioned this before. When you're running around in the open world and you're like getting resources and setting up bases and stuff, played like Subnautica. It was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. The base design reminded me of Fallout Shelter or XCOM base design. The managing of the different altars and giving them different tasks to do was very reminiscent of Stranded Alien Dawn or Oxygen Not Included. And those are all games I liked, and they came together in a very interesting way, but I almost wish that there was like an endless sandbox mode. Because the story, while not a bad story, it was just non-stop trolley problems. It was like, hey, do you want to do this horrible thing or this horrible thing? Over and over and over again. And I dislike that. Like, I like a happy ending, okay? Like, I hated that one Final Fantasy game we played where the hero died at the end. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, I hated that. Like, I dislike sad endings, bittersweet endings, and that's personal taste. I recognize that. That's just me. That's what I'm into. And this game just had a whole lot of tear your heart in half moments. So I would say, like, I don't want to say, like, if I was doing like a review, I don't know that I would grade the story with a low number. Like, I wouldn't say, oh, it's 5 out of 10, but I would say it's for a niche group of people. And also, it really piles on the stress. Every day, it tells you the sun that's going to kill you is coming behind you. Like, you're greeted every morning with that message, with that feeling of pressure coming up behind you. On a second playthrough, I built auto outposts very early and had more than enough time to design my base. No doubt, but, you know, second playthroughs of any game are better. Devs of this game have made at least 2 games earlier, and both of them are a series of grinding your face against the morality, so I don't think they like happy endings. True. I will say, I've played Frostpunk and Frostpunk 2, and this felt like the most horrific one as far as decisions. This felt like the one that was the most effed up. That said, this was a 21-hour game. I got my copy for free, but it's about $35, and I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the game, but I would say this feels like a game where it's extremely easy to get bad endings of various like side quests and stuff like that. Like, you know, bad ending for the miner, bad ending for the botanist, or bad ending for the main game. Like, it's extremely easy to slip up and end up in various bad endings. That's how I feel about it. The Yawns yearn for the mines. One of them does. Yeah, no, the miner yearned for the drugs. Yeah. Yes, hello, the sun, aka death, is on its way. He is, you know, every morning. Yeah. And one thing is, like, I wish I hadn't moved the first base so quickly after chapter 1, but it kept saying, like, the sun is approaching. And I thought that meant, like, it was about to be there. And apparently, after sun is approaching, it's like, the sun's almost here. Then the sun will be here in 7 days. And so it's like, I had another, like, 2 weeks. But it kept saying, the sun's approaching, you're gonna die. And I'm like, we gotta go. And I stopped collecting resources, and I just hit the gas. And we just left chapter 1 way too early. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. So that's my thoughts on it. I did have fun. This was an enjoyable game. Overall, I would, you know, give it a positive score, but I would say that, you know, I would warn people that the story is not a happy one unless you do a lot of things perfectly. I think that's it. I think that's my thoughts on it. This is pretty cool. I am glad we played it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was, you know, fun beginning to end, but it wrenched my heart, and I don't think I would ever play it again because of that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right. With that, chat, we have finished the altars. I think with that, we've got about 45 minutes left for our normal morning stream. I think I am going to ramp it up a little bit early today and finish my lunch and get a few things done for YouTube videos and work on some projects. I will be back later this evening working on our playthroughs of Lies of P and Honor Mode Baldur's Gate 3, which we are in Act 3 of now. In the coming days, either tomorrow night or the following night, I'm not sure which one yet, we do have a sponsored stream for Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader and their DLCs. I'm really excited for this because this is one of those, I would have done this for free, don't tell them, but I'm going to get paid to do it, which is, you know, even better. So we'll have a fat giveaway for you guys. We're going to be trying out their new DLCs. It's going to be good. One of the best review videos I did as far as like how it performed was for this game. I really, really love this game, and I'm happy to jump into it again. So that'll be, you know, coming soon, and I'll have another game picked out for us to start tomorrow morning. So thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back later tonight. Let me find someone on the Twitch side of things to raid just to support another channel. It looks like Aries live, so I'll give her a raid. She's good people. As always, please hit the follow button if you're on Twitch, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and I'll see you guys this evening. Awkward silence for 5 more seconds. All right, yeah.